Welcome to Poppy's Poetry Corner. We finally made it to the time where rhythm and blues meets poetry and rhyme. Yep, we on the corner where it's safe to fire up your marijuana. But this room about to get hot as the summer, so you might need something chill like a glass of wine. Water does me just fine. Whatever relaxes your mind and help you recline after what might have been a hump day at work. Put yourself first. Where here nothing has to be rehearsed. Let me put it in reverse. The corner we back to is brought to you by Faith and Hustle. So it's some big hitters in this room, and it's okay to flex your muscle. Because we locked and loaded and heavily potent. Nothing corroded about our brain waves. Going back in the days where you could simply walk to the corner to find your muse. Or peep out the latest groove. We about to let the energy fill the room so it might get a little wet. Or fill you up till you get so high. Because around here, we get praise when your stuff is fire. So let us begin. Welcome to the corner, my friends.
Truth is I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I have fistful of questions that scrape my skin from the inside out. Blistered doubts I dare not drag to daylight. Confessions that crawl from the cracks in my calm. They told me to hush my heresies, to hymn my hurt, swallow storms like a sacrament, to choke my curses in silence. But I have burned my tongue on holy words, and I am done pretending prayer tastes sweet. If you are light, why do I live skin wrapped in shadow play? If you are truth, why do my prayers feel like propaganda preached by a pulpit inside of my panic? They say you see all. So then you saw me. Snap beneath my burden, stacked like bricks across my spine, my chest serving as a furnace, fanned by the fear I pretend I've extinguished. You handed me free will like a gift-wrapped grenade, smiled while I pulled the pin and whispered, trust, while the shrapnel sunk into my skin. You gifted me gravity, then blamed me for the fall, tattooed eternity into my veins, but filled my pockets with quicksand. You baited me with ask, and it shall be given, but the answer always sounds like static, like a god playing broken radio signals. While I scream inside the vastness of my own skull. They rod and staff, they do not comfort me. They prod me forward while I bleed beneath the burden. You claim creation was good. Good? It's good the gut twist of mothers burying children while fathers fold their prayers into coffins they can't afford to close. You scattered eternity like confetti and then sent the wind to sweep it out of reach, and I built altars. Watch the rain of your answers drown the flame, and maybe the devil didn't steal my prayers. Maybe you held them hostage just to see if I'd kneel to an empty sky. You taught me to knock. But every door is rigged with rusted locks, and every window is warped like a funhouse mirror mocking my reflection. I scratch my psalms into the walls of waiting rooms, but the ink runs red, and still you don't answer. I wait. I wonder if you watch or if you're waiting for me to burn before you speak. They say stillness is knowing you are God, but stillness feels like suffocation, like surrender dressed as sanctity, like hope hanged high and left swinging in the wind. You command, I have loved you. Louder than my logic, Lord. Trusted you, tighter than tethered breath, but still you let me fray. Still wait. Waiting to be answered by a voice already hoarse from screaming. I am the clay that curses the potter. The child charging the parent. I am the echo that accuses its source. And maybe you are waiting not to answer, but to see if I will learn to forge my own fire from the flint of frustration. But tell me, was this the plan? Did you lace the labyrinth with loopholes and just leave me to learn how to bend walls into bridges? Answer me if you are God. Answer me if you are good. At least admit, I am the prayer you are still deciding whether to finish. I'm Miss Lady. Sometimes I drop mics.
Over 40 years, this avatar took form. After 9 months in the waters of her womb, I was born to the Southern Warden tribe. Taking in air for the first time to show I'm alive, you see, that's life's first lesson, which is also a blessing. Always remember to breathe. Placed in the arms of my first teacher, who was no monk, but was determined when it came to me mastering the elements, I would succeed. Gave me all the essentials I need to grow, teaching me everything she know, and it's finally starting to show, like in through your nose, out through your mouth. Controlling most situations I'm in, because if I can't control my wind, then I can't control when and how I react. Shit like that keep me intact, calm, and cool. Even after she sent me off to school, that lesson took years to be learned. Whirlpool with heavy churn made huge ripples the day the water nation was attacked. You see, this war started way back, teaching me that fire would never prevail. No matter how choppy the water, learn to sail, because a smooth sea ain't never made a skilled sailor. But that lesson didn't come to much later. But no lesson was greater than ice can also run through veins. All tears are not created from pain, and blood ain't everything it claimed. It might be thicker, but it's the water that keeps me from getting clogged. So even through the fall, remember, strong winds don't move low tide. So when you low and tide, always remember to rise. Troubled waters are not to drown, so be careful how much you swallow. Create streams, never follow, because every hole ain't hollow. Baby, ride the wave. I can hear her say, taken in easy in her avatar state, while seeds from everything on my plate get grounded, me always angling down, feet planted down in the earth, swaying with the wind, pushing everything aside, heat ride my back, feeling my ancestors casting protection over me. Me, rock-headed, so constantly mistakes were learned from getting burned as my world turned, but know that that amber was created not out of a flame. Taking in air, bending to extend my range, staying contained, because if I get inflamed, this flame becomes untamed, like fuel in my wrath as I destroy everything in my path. Leaving scorched earth ready for the rebirth. That's how I learned to control me first. Becoming the flame don't mean you have to consume by the fire, but you got to change more than your attire. I mean, elevate higher. Chakras now unlocked, and the power to control my four nations was unlocked. And I'll never stop this flame, because I'm the avatar, the star. Let's go.
They want to know, who am I? Well, I'm me. I want badass writing machine. I'm like a reverse fiend with words in my brain, and the pen, that's just the needle that's attached to the veins. Heart be pumping so hard, trying to avoid cardiac arrest, be thumping so hard like the words are trying to come out my chest. And my sword will conquer your world. You'll feel the energy in your area. And my pen will make your soul glow like it was coming to America. So I'm gonna need two outlets, because my words be the part of art of war. So through these words in my tongue, I just got a powerful sword. Cause see, I'm a shinobi from the hidden ink, and I watch Naruto heavy too. So try me if you want to out. Poetry style, fire bars, juice soup.
My fingers are coiled springs, twitching, ready to unleash the day's rage, a prelude to battle. A tight knot in my chest begins to unravel as the screen flickers alive. In the soft glow where worlds bloom and wither in their elaborate design, my fingers dance upon keys, each tap a release, each click a sigh of relief. Here, I am a hero, unraveling the knots of frustration, leaving behind the weight of the day. Each level is a step away from the chaos of reality. Here, I find that I am limitless. In a sanctuary of flashing colors, each level conquered, every challenge faced becomes a victory against the tide of urgency and responsibility of adulting. As my palms sweat and my heart begins to race, the world outside fades, replaced by focused intensity, a burning need to conquer, to dominate in this safe space of destruction. Laughter mingles with strategy, formulating friendships with the faceless, I shatter the barriers of stress and discontent by unlocking achievements. Slowly, the anger dissipates like steam from a kettle, leaving behind a sense of release. What once felt like boulders are now mere clouds drifting, erased and forgotten. Tomorrow the battles may resume, but for now, there is only a quiet stillness and the echo of digital screens.
I wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. That's until I walked outside. That's until my father left me. That's until I battled with wanting to catch all 151 Pokemon and being liked. See, I grew up that cool nerd. See, saw between two lives, combating my youthful interests with the pressure of everyone else's desires, collapsing my identity to fit into a box in order to be captured by false masters of this game called life. The paraphernalia was never really enticing, yet somehow you couldn't avoid it, and missing my father's love forced me to chase any means of affection, no matter the cost of shattering off pieces of myself, and all I wanted was to feel that warmth, that feeling of love. So I would travel across the land, chasing far and wide, some semblance of affection my father never gave me, not understanding how to love what's inside. And so I handed it out in abundance just to watch people crumble it like a young kid's dreams being crushed by misunderstanding, troubadour lollygagging with their own journeys. A kid who used to carry a small metal ball in his hands around the neighborhood just trying to catch them all. Watching oppression and systemic pressures turn young masters into slaves, carrying pocket masters, destroying their dreams through death or bondage, of slaying each other through the name calling that leveled up to fist fighting that evolved into combat, then bloodshed that gave them stats and status that never mattered, only shattered when reality claimed their fame. So we never realized self-actualization and love come from within, and not how many of these little monsters called accolades they acclaim. And that's me.
Couldn't unmute. Let me grab you by the throat and whisper just how much I want you in your ear before reaching down to get a taste of how badly you want me. See, I picked separate days to show you every separate way your legs can go. Baby, dig into me like you were using iron reavers to steal my soul. And best believe if you fuck around, you will find out that secretly I'm a master with Shibari. Having your legs tied to the headboard with your ass in the air and where you'd be lucky to walk away in one piece. Now I sinned too much to be a Boy Scout, and though I'm no pirate, I'm great with knots and a beast at collecting your treasures with my tongue like Pharaoh in one piece. So if I untie you, it'll be so that you can melt into me and missionary, discovering the Neverland that was promised while taking you to the clouds. This mission is airy. Baby, let me put the tingle in your spine. That's a tingle in your mind, getting you expelled from paradise because you know you like it like that. When your eyes roll back, you ain't got to fight back. But here's a pillow. You can fight that. This was harder than Hunter x Hunter, and I unlocked the 6 paths to achieve Sage mode before using planetary destruction with an almighty push to TKO your yoni and say my name as the legends do. I am Hitokiri Batusai Eros, the sword drawing your yoni slayer. Now be a good girl.
In English, we say, I wanna fuck. Or does the carpet match the drapes? Or girl, I put a baby in you. But in Japanese, they say, Anate kara no mahon no haro no hana. Meaning, may your tulips reach spring and blossom a lovely nectar. Translation, come over, senpai. In any weather, I'll call you storm. While I be brave, and by the end of the night, I'll be in the storm. I'll be braving the storm, ready to penetrate and absorb your beautiful nature. I want to nurture and harness your spelling by tongue into head, a technique we call we Bombay. I summon Buzz to assist Slinky to get Woody when we want a friend in you. So come, all over the sun. Eclipse me in your black death. I'm a panther. Black death for a panther. I'll be reborn through your gaze. Baptism face down. I'm drowning in you. Nah, I'm going rogue. I'm diving in sniper position. Call me Hawkeye. You like that? I mean, you got me licking visions into your clitoris to rejuvenate your third eye. I'll make birds fly from nothing but by thrusting my thoughts into action, beating quicksilver when I'm grabbing that ass. I mean, I'm sliding my hands from base to throat. I'm fast. I'm a drifter. I'm a gyrator. I mean, I bring motion to your ocean, hurricane to your tsunami, mommy. Gomenasai. Akachan, Mitakara, I'll surf your pleasure and breaths. I'm blessed to not have drowned searching for your gold. Swimming, I'm free. But I'm also love surfing, riding your waves until your tides climaxes on your shore. See, I'm your little Hawaiian whore. Riding no me, we nami, I mean ocean. I mean, I'm hoping you see how my fruit stretches joy rides in your grand wine until there's a red line. Period. That's the end. Psych. We in a new sea, filling up these water. It's torture. You're wetter than ever, but your body be hot. A hazard sign for early smoke outs, but I'm never quitting. I'm hitting my fifth gear, meaning the Holy Spirit of some God takes over till the sun dies, beating that booty like a drum ferociously. Boko ni shashiste. Gomen, sorry. I meant to say, I want you to say, arigato, senpai. And I'll meet you there at the top of the mountain of laugh tells when you get done riding my pony glyph.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch. Yeah, boy, look like I'm gonna have to learn me a little Japanese, cause man, that thing sounded sexy just then. Welcome back to another week on P.P.C. Y'all already know that April showers bring the drip out, and tonight we nerds, aka Geeked Out. If you're new to P.P.C, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know every Wednesday when we lit. And if you here every Wednesday, thank you for loving on us week after week. We appreciate you. Man, that wine was none other than P.P.P. And you just seen that spotlight by Miss Lady. Everyone did a fantastic job last week. If you missed that spiritual uplifting, make sure you tap in. But let's get this show on the road. What up, big friends? What up, beloved? I see y'all. Shit, hold up. Oh yeah, y'all know we up like the sun. Season 3. What you thought? You thought we wasn't coming with great poets and books? No. Hold up. They got it all. Let's go.
He knows so shameless hosting.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a bad.
They some bad mother suckers. I can't help but seeing that joint in the background and y'all see all them books. That needs to tell you, I think everybody on here tonight got them a book or EP or something going on, but we're going to get more into it, man. My first queen is one of the reasons that I made it through the drip class, man. She's an award-winning spoken word artist, a poet from the ATL. She commands the stage with powerful performances rooted in activism and authenticity. Y'all know I be with them words, boy. A force in the Honey Drippers Collective and the Poetry Club. She's also a dedicated educator and a fierce advocate for mental health, body positivity, racial injustice, and all the alphabet. Y'all know what it is. Discover her acclaimed book, My Heart on Discovery, and her single, man, soulful single that is, The Sound of Love. And that thing streaming everywhere. But like she is tonight, y'all already know who it is. It's the versatile Vixen, aka who we is tonight, boo.
Mistress Claus and Sukiyomi.
Sukiyomi. She's Sukiyomi tonight, y'all. I practiced that for a whole 2 minutes before I was like, I'm not doing that. So let's talk about it. Where can the people find your book, your EP? Like, let's get into the works.
So my book is My Heart on Display, and you can get it directly through me. That's the best way. So if you go to Instagram and you put the_versatile_vixen, there is a link in my bio that you can click on. It'll take you directly to the website to get it, and it'll be signed from me. If you're outside of the US, the best way is probably through Amazon. So you can just type My Heart on Display, the Versatile Vixen, and bring it up. And my single is called The Sound of Love, and it's on every platform major, including YouTube. So you could just type that in and put the Versatile Vixen and it'll pull up too.
Hey, so I'm gonna need y'all to do me a favor tonight. I'm gonna need y'all to pull that thing up. You know you gotta listen to it one time for the, for your mind. Twice if you love it on it. 3 times if it's your shit. But what I need you to do is turn that thing down while you sleep. Put it on repeat and let's run them streams up. Y'all know how we gotta, man, look, we gotta support each other in all ways possible. Get my girl streams up through there. Let's go. Y'all already know we finna be lit in this thing tonight. So the anthology, y'all, is in the house. Not just her. We got another. I'm here. Yeah, I am here. I'm here too. But let's just talk about that journey, because I don't think we really got to tap into that journey a little bit. How hard was it helping me?
Honestly, you had like really bomb ass ideas. I ain't even gonna lie. Being a proofreader though, it was a little bit of a struggle for everybody, not just you. So, but like it was really good, just bouncing ideas back and forth, honestly.
Damn big facts. I love the fact, y'all. She was my English teacher, y'all. It all ran through Vix before it got to the people, y'all. Because I need to spell check on the back to read on here. Y'all know what it was. But it was an experience that I am so thankful to have with them. If I had to pick any other group, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like we instantly fam. So I appreciate that, man. What's the first piece you giving us tonight?
The first piece is called I Choose You.
Ooh, y'all, she choosing somebody. It better be me. Nah, Rare. Hey, Rare. I saw you. Let's go.
All right. Hi. My name is Ash. I usually treat women like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. And Chikorita, let me tell you, I don't believe in love at first sight, but when I got a Pikachu, I felt like I was hypnotized by Cupid himself. Got me over here feeling electric. You are absolutely beautiful. Yes, beautiful and fly at the same time. Whew. You're the woman that I've been seeking. My heart is blossoming in ways that I never expected. Did you call for a knight in shining armor? Well, abracadabra, here I am. Beware. I spend most of my time training in the gym, but I'd love to pamper you if you'd allow me to. How about we turn up the heat more like Charmeleon? Ooh, you make my bell sprout. I'd like to whisper in your ear what I want to do. I want to give you some licky licky. I will polywhirl and swirl licks your clit with my tornadoes licky tongue. Are you into BDSM? If so, I'd love to give you a thwacky on your colossal jigglypuff. Choke you until you're coughing and wheezing. Hit you with my flogger of 9 tails. Then once you start to drizzle, I will slow poke a finger inside. Stuffle 2 more to get you nice and wide, just enough for you to rapidash on top and ride on me like a horsey. I want to make you explode. So we can include some toxicity. I'll finish you with an electro buzz from your rose until you feel a jolt on. And when you begin to spritzy and squirtle, I'll slurp you all up. and we can both become drowsy, drift off to sleep, and live happily ever after.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Yeah. OMG. Catch all the Pokemon. I didn't know whether to call Barbie just then or what was going on, but I love it. But we piped up already. Y'all see what's going on in this thing tonight, man. My next guest is a prominent member of the Honey Drippers Poetry Collective, the Poetry Club, Lucid Voices, and more recently, the Dunn Evans Players. He is a 7-time published author and 5 books, 1 anthology and 1 magazine. He is I ain't doing it. Bold, quite quiet, and reserved. He impresses R&B vibes blended into neo soul while illuminating words of love and romance through poetry and cuisine, baby. He's a gamer, anime. Well, he loves anime, a Marine vet, and he's an adventurer. But tonight, he here to bless the corner. Tonight, y'all already know what it is. It's arrows, baby. Somebody get shot by the heart. Yeah. What up, King?
What up, though?
How you feeling?
I'm chilling. I didn't get to do the cosplay last year when we did this, so I was like, I gotta do it this year.
Hey, man, and you looking absolutely freaking. I told her I don't know much about anime, but I know that white hair mean you'll tell somebody else. All the players I like to fight with on Street Fighter, they hair change colors. It had white hair, Blanco, never mind. If y'all want Street Fighters, y'all might not understand, but in there and through that. So I appreciate you coming up through here in full, attire, even though I butchered that dang on bio. 5 books. Where can the people find the books?
Y'all in the comments are crazy. I'm starting with
I've been reading those. Rat had me cracking up over here.
So you guys can actually hit me in the back channel, because I have copies of the book. So if you guys want the book signed, you can get them signed from me. It'll be like $25. That's shipping and handling included, except Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Zelle. Or you can go on Amazon and look them up individually. I think there's a link tree in my IG profile, or you can just buy the books individually from Amazon. And then, whenever you see me in the streets, just get me to sign them. I'm better about carrying a pen,
Hey, man, most of us writers do, but King, I see you. Hey, but with that being said, he said skip Amazon if you in the States. Come directly to him. He'll get you live for the 25, and then you can get your book signed and everything. You get what I'm saying? So y'all make sure that y'all tap in. Y'all know my saying, we have to support one another on the corner. So with that being said, King, what's the first piece you running into tonight?
All right. So I got some new shit. I'll play around with it. But I just finished it. It's short. It ain't got a title yet. But got some new shit.
Hey, but either way, I already know it's gonna be good. Short is something. Never mind. I'm out.
Crazy. Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi is what I whispered before taking your soul. 1,000 blossoms turned into petals on roses and vibrating pero licks, cause you've just become my favorite candy. Sweeter than juicy fruit, I remember how this game began with a laugh. You complaining that sex tonight was a drag, but who the fuck asked you? See, I took possession of your shadow so you can enjoy me watching as you touched yourself, building the desire within your womb, making me stronger than Lucaria at full charged aura. Then you smiled with mischief, flashing, inviting me to do my worst as you discovered my quirk. I go berserk when you squirt, beating that Jigglypuff until sleep is the finishing move, and I have revitalized myself in the fatality of your yoni. Baby, didn't I warn you about my Adola burst? This thrust is stronger than all might, and it's all for one in your inhibitions. Let me obsess over you. Like Dante chasing for Beatrice, working through all the deadly sins through passionate infernos, so that my devil just may make you cry. And I want our silhouettes to be folded like origamis filled with stars, bursting with emotions. You can Leviosa, attacking the titan named Raven, clawing into my skin, making me the wizard king of your dreams. And did you know that when you hid the 5-leaf clover, that you be trapped within a Tsukiyomi of boundless sex positions and translations of every I love you that has sinned in your lips? Let's go ahead and dissolve this genjutsu so you can clean up the mess you made at work. Eros.
Boy, I feel you on that shit. That gave me chills. Ooh, wait. Hey. Ooh, we is the word, cause it's getting there in this thing tonight, and I'm loving the energy all freaking ready. Let's get to it, man. My next king to me, he's known as the professor. Yep, the father of the poetry pub girls. And just like us, he brings his own style, which poetry that might have you left, right, hit you in your feels, or leave you laughing out loud. But not it's gonna be funny as hell. And when he's in his bag, he dropping straight inspiration or spicy erotica. Y'all make some noise. Man, y'all already know what it is tonight. Y'all might call him Marielle, the Shinobi of poetry. But you gotta say the whole thing, like a tribe called Quest and a pimp named Slickback. Let go. King. You mutated. Don't let me get to that flight.
Wait, no, not yet. No. I beat it.
Yes, I'm loving how everybody coming through with their gear on and ready to let loose. So you actually not only the father of the poetry puffs, but you actually helped put this together right here. So you out here, thinking outside the box in so many different ways. How does that inspire your pen? Because you really have a pen unlike any other writer that I've really ran into.
I appreciate it. Let my neighbor pull up his driver. He's riding on a motorcycle. Okay. For me, I kind of like the idea of how multiple pieces can make a puzzle, and they can make one big picture. So like even with y'all, the poetry puff girls, like each one of y'all have a different like character trait that perfectly fits the like, and it was just it's crazy. Like for you, like Buttercup, like yes, because she's the fire like that, like Robert, get to it. Like even with your poetry, it's like that. Bina, the fact that she like you think she's like sweet, adorable, all kind of stuff like that, but then the moment that she starts spitting is like, and if you ever seen the Powerpuff Girls, if you ever see when Bubblecup, I mean, when not Bubblecups, but Bubbles was trying to be hardcore,
right,
he went ham and wrecked the city. And with Blossom, which is Mystic, like she was the leader. She's the one that like it's like the glue to like wherever she's going, y'all was like right there and stuff like that. So it's kind of like flying off, and she's right here. And in the show, she's like up in the top, and then it's
everybody's
right behind her. So it was like the poetry puff girls. There you go. Yeah. And
so how does it inspire that pen? Like how does because you're always thinking outside the box.
How I was getting to that. Like how diverse I would like to be in my writing. I could do this, or just different aspects and stuff like that, because it paints who I am as far as who the bigger picture is. And so once I figured that put myself out, I wanted to make groups that had the exact same way. Everybody has their own little individual, but then yet at the same time, still kind of like linked together from something. So
Amen.
yeah,
And we love you for it. We absolutely love you for it, man.
I
The
appreciate
connections
it.
that I've made have been amazing. So what's the first piece you're giving us tonight?
Okay. Well, I know everybody's kind of like doing the anime, but we're nerding out, right? So, being a part of a nerd is not just like anime. Being a nerd is, and I'm kind of talking because my phone did something and it made me lose my piece, but I'm kind of talking.
Get that
But,
piece. All right. No, get that thing up. It's
but,
okay.
okay, I get it. But like nerding out is just like you have a fascination with some kind of sci-fi aspect, like whether it's Star Wars, Star Trek, um, like uh comic books, Lord of the Rings, just like even like
Like
Hunger
it's
Games and
something that you are nerded out
yeah,
for. Yeah.
and even with horror movies, I mean, like horror movies, even slowly starting to come because they have comic books that are horror film based or horror based, as well as like movies that are like. Because the interesting thing about anime is like they connect stories with per episode, and what horror film are doing. Stephen King started to do this, and this is actually going to inspire. This is inspired by piece that I'm about to give is that they're making universes where all the movies kind of link together to tell one big story. So this inspired this piece where for my horror film horror film fans and stuff like that, you might
Hey, I
enjoy
might
this.
actually get this one, y'all. With the horror, y'all, I might get this one. And then on top of that, it explains a lot about you, King, because now I see how your pieces kind of come together to make a whole. So with that being said, let me get the holy out of here. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So here we go. Oh, by the way, catch all the references, movie references. Will I ever get the answers that was left for the questions? Would I ever get the answers to the questions that was left with dead silence? Or would I forever be hoping that I'll finally stop being drawn like a Mothman to artificial light whenever love at first sight hit my eyes? Yet, countless of times I was told not to go into the light, but I was that clown with the drawn-on smile that decided to walk miles to my final destination just to be trapped by Pennywise, giving off this euphoric illusion, a poltergeist illusion, moving through all the kisses and hugs, and sitting wondering why I was betrayed by love. Like I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Friday the 13th when I thought I found the girl of my dreams, but all that was happening was me falling asleep on Elm Street. But yet it was something about her shining that left me in this dark tower. I mean, noticing her energy would be missing whenever her presence left me in my darkest of hours. I mean, we became a stranger. Things wasn't the same. I mean, should have known that the moment she saw me and said, "Let's play a game," that I would have to learn through pain that love was just a chain having to decide to cut off the one thing left that I had to stand on. But I had to get out because I was so drawn by her tea that she was always conjuring, noticing how her love would call whenever darkness fall. I mean, would cut off the lights and said, "Are you afraid of the dark?" I mean, she was like my little fire starter. I mean, thought I could become her Superman, but it was just the wrong turn. Because her sun started to become so bright that it started to burn, and that was the day my earth stood still and was no longer able to feel. I mean, she just left my world in a quiet place. Silence of the Lamb that was led to this dream. Then it was wakening from screams of me finally knowing what was my favorite scary movie. It was past exits hunting my memories like 13 ghosts, each one exposing the things that made me weak. I mean, I thought I had my heart locked away in a sanctuary, but who knew she had the skeleton key, unlocking the things that I had hidden deep within me. It was like a movie because every time I watched her, I always saw a ring. And I didn't even mind the suffering. As long as I had this fatal attraction, and every weekend you can catch me booking us a cabin, and not knowing that this would become a resident of evil. Then it became sequels after sequels of the devil in the blue dress falling in love with a woman became my omen. Because at first it was Christine, then it was Carrie, then it was Megan. All beginning when they found out that my heart was fractured. I mean, they became my favorite actors, role playing as my significant other. Started playing house on the haunted hills that left behind memories of what we did last summer. I mean, thinking we were soulmates, but for her, I was just child's play. Just a paranormal activities that she liked. I mean, she used to always talk to me, but now I sit alone in her pet cemetery. I mean, then 28 weeks later, I'm still feeling this misery, seeking the heart that Keeper Creeper stole from me. So if you're seeing me, then you might have a sixth sense. It's just unfortunate. That's the inheritance of seeing the love of a dead person. Arigato.
Without arms, it's hard to give you a hug, but I'm sending all the love I got. Let's go. Hey, man, I caught most of the references, but it all sounded like a dang on nightmare to me. That's all I got out of there, but that piece was definitely fire. The twist of the movies, I loved it. My next guest is also a classmate. He's a poet and a writer serving as a program coordinator for the Office of Intercultural Affairs at Union College, where his poetry journey began back in 2016 during a hip-hop showcase. Since then, he self-published 3 poetry books, launched Lucid Writers, and a rising media publishing firm, and now hosts monthly open mics in New York as a host with the most. But tonight he here to chill with the fam on the corner, baby. So tonight, y'all help me welcome Sincerely Donnie, aka Ghost to me, aka what's your name is? They say your name.
They call me Nigga Toe.
Nigga toe. See, he probably said that while the music was playing. You know what I'm saying? While the music was playing over there, he probably been like, nigga toe. That don't even sound like nothing we need to be saying. Hold up. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but I don't know if we need to be saying that about each other.
They call me the streets ¡1 knucklehead nigga, aka Nigga Toe.
Hey,
You know
I thought that's what that stood for. Nigga toe. It sound like something like it.
Nigga Toe. You know what I'm saying? Believe it.
Love you, bro. Love you. Thank you for coming back through to the corner again. It's always a pleasure anytime you're on here. So 3 whole books, self-published too, y'all. He ain't going over here to this and that. Nah. He put the world in his right there in his hands, and 2 times. He wrote it and then he published it. So talk about amazing. Where can the people find your works?
You can find all my books on Amazon, or you can buy them from me on my website, lucidvoices.org. I recommend right now purchase them on my website because I don't have any physical copies right now, but I'm working on it. So yeah.
Nah, man, website is great. At least it's still cutting the middleman out. He didn't say, the Amazon. He said he got it on there, but again, if you in the States, go to his website, his own website, B.O.B., man. You know what I mean? That's a black-owned business right there if you don't know what that stands for. And the magazine is absolutely doing amazing. Every time I see it, y'all, it looks fantastic. Yes, I've already been in it. So y'all make sure that y'all look out for the magazine because he drops it, I think, monthly, right? Is it still monthly?
We moved it to quarterly. I actually need to drop it. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow morning. It's finished. I just need to drop it tomorrow morning. So, but we moved it to quarterly, expense costs and stuff like that. But eventually they'll come out monthly,
Hey, man, don't worry about it. Quarterly is good enough because it has enough stuff in there. If you take your time, by the time you finish looking at it a couple times, it'll be time for the next one to come back out. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in tomorrow. We're going to hold him up to it. Tomorrow, get on his page and start looking for the magazine, man, so that y'all can tap in and see the amazing works that he out here supporting people everywhere. And that's amazing. So let's get to it. What's the first piece you're giving us tonight?
This poem is titled Nigga Toe. You know what I'm saying? So,
I just, it just reminds me of a nursery rhyme where it was catching niggas. Never mind, I'm going.
Someday they'll see me. That's what I believed if I worked hard. Someday they'll believe me. That's how I felt while their backs were turned. Screaming my head off, hoping to be heard, doing all I could to be noticed. I floated from moment to moment, hoping at some point one of you would close in and hone in on this lonely kid who wanted the embrace and love one gets from receiving a hug from his parents. Apparently, I was lied to. None of this made me feel rich. My sanity divided. One on the inside screams, trying to keep smiling. They'll respect you at some point. Just keep fighting. You'll surpass their expectations, poor child. The other stares his demons down. Locked behind a cage of emotions and rage. One day I'll snap and release this tag, letting my trauma out. One day I'll become one with all the evils they claim me to be. They'll see. One way or another, I'll let this piece of me they really believe I'll become what they want me to be, because their disdain from themselves can't accept this little boy became more than what the hells they couldn't escape. So now, instead of letting my mirror become my fate, I'm shackled to this past I did not create, so I'll face all of this hate and shame. I'll be the one you blame. And one day, and all you have is the same pain, you'll see this little boy that you wanted dead, just wanted a hug from his people, his village, his so-called friends. I refuse to let my home be the ones to bear my wrath as I burn it down. No, one day I'll lead them to a new age, based on how much I overcame the deceptive narrative of the monsters they wish me to succumb to. No, I'll be the hero that tamed the beast within and bring us all together. Let this legend be that of the number one knucklehead nigga from the village, hidden in the streets. Niggato. Yeah, believe it. You know.
I swear, if I had some arms, I will reach out and give you a hug. Oh. I don't know, nigga told might not need no hug, but that kid, I would definitely hug the kid, man. What a piece. I love when they come through here and they let us know their, vulnerable side as well as everything else, man. We rocking tonight. We've had pieces coming from a little bit of everywhere tonight, so I already know this next king gonna come up here and fire us up. He is a Chicago-based artist by the way of Newark. You know what I'm talking about? I be visiting up there, I think, sometimes. You know what I mean? A preschool teacher, soccer player, and a poet at heart. He's a published two-time author, y'all, and is affiliated with the Deadly Pens, the Honey Drippers, Poet, Spill Ink, Evo. He gonna tell me, and more. A true creative. He uses his poetry to connect the world and the people in it, often calling himself a star-crossed lover of poetry. And tonight, y'all, it's my honor to welcome him to the second time, because yes, he did this last year too. Welcome, Kai. Yo. I'm gonna say you better unmute because I hit the button, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling well, and yourself?
Hey, man, I'm up like the sun anytime I'm on the corner, and it be nighttime, and I still be beaming, baby. You know what I mean? So that's the type of energy I'm coming with all night long. So two books under your belt, King. Tell the people where they can find them, if they corner prices, you know what I mean?
Well, you can find them on Amazon. Actually, I took off my erotic book, but I do have Heart Pills to Swallow still on Amazon. The reason being I took off Kai Sutra was mainly so I could put other books out there. So you just know. All
right. So in other words, it's for the rebuild, y'all. He coming back bigger, better, dropping more new. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in. Amazon is where he say go. I'm gonna say hit him up and harass him to the point where he just get him some in hand so he can sign them for y'all. You know what I mean? Because we need these signed copies. So how much is the book running right now?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's either 10 or 15, one of the two.
Hey, that's definitely a corner price. Y'all know me. Anything under 50 bones, man. If you can put it in here, you can put it in here. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in with the artists. That's absolutely amazing with the books that's rolling out. So with that being said, what's the first piece you're giving us tonight? Right, that's practically free. Say that.
The first book I'm giving out to, it's first book. The first piece I'm giving out
Man,
tonight.
you giving out a book, I'm signing up. Put my name down first, and you ain't got to give out no more after that. Just send me my copy. You know what I'm saying? But what's the first piece? Because I probably said book too. What's the first piece you doing?
Why I love anime.
Why he love anime? Let me get out of here, because y'all know I
The
know
first
about
piece is-
anime too. She ate the cake. She definitely ate the cake.
She asked me, why do I watch anime before we fuck? Well, Naruto teaches me Rasengan, meaning with my Byakugan, I'll use 8 trigram palm rotations on her clitoris to find the blind points as I rotate through her hood, spinning the blocks to unlock the secrets of her chakra's nature. I mean, before she meets the power of my atom fruit and climbs my tree after storing her energy in her feet to walk up me, I mean, we speaking of chakra. So I've learned to change mine, meeting harmony while balancing the elements. My artillery evolved with a kunai and other toys, so because I want to bring her inner ninja to the surface. Now I'm in sage mode. Me and my staff going to cleansing while binging ways to fill her journey down 6 paths of Kai. No pain. But she likes to choke me with her witch magic spells, hold my breath in her skin like she was eucalyptus, soothing as I breathe her in, tucking an inch of my animal path within her womb, summoning the beast that slumbers at my depths to the surface through a tunnel. That constantly grew for a number of ashra that lingers from my past entities. I mean, I'm tainting me like heavy metal, led me to getting comfortable with lack of iron because my only oxygen is her. I mean, it's her thoughts, giving her more length on my human path to enjoy as I read through her instincts before she twitches. I mean, anything that shows her body dancing in tune with my Petra, the hungry ghost or kid, the boy. You know, I'm a man. Just call me Danny Phantom. Because I'm devouring the haunting feeling of worthlessness, going through hell to restore peace, smiles, and abundance and joy in the heart of her hidden village, showing the 5th extent of my existence, Nakara. Meant to heal her, taking out that metaphorical cancer, depression, allowing her to meet God, swallow me, then become God. Now my devil becomes a devil, since my 7 deadly sins shows her a new side of love that isn't hell, but rebirth. Like I was Meliodas and she be my Elizabeth. I, the Prince of Darkness, fighting to bask in the light of the sun, call it heaven because I envy her creation. Eve is a replica of her, and with every atom in my body will I always be greedy for her taste, never sleeping on her, but my meat rests inside her. Baptized in the most divine meal, so I've been nicknamed Sloth, even though I eat through her words, her knowledge, her memories, my pride. I mean, I want to show her that I'm a gluttonous fool, only lusting for her smile. But if she isn't feeling joy, then I'll show my wrath, transmuting deep doggy strokes into smiles after I stretch myself with my gomo gomo fruit to gobble down the light from her pika pika fruit. I mean, I want to nullify all the darkness in her heart. I mean, I got this yummy fruit and I want to reach her enlightenment. I mean, she makes me orgasm to infinity until I'm beyond it, not forcing me to open up because I come with the equivalent exchange of pulling apart my full metal body armor just to show that flannel that's drawn on my soul with her blood. I know I'm nasty. I don't use a condom. I mean, sometimes because she's the only protection I need. We don't need no jackets because my rawness turns her coding into high screams. I seen how my fingers do hand signs, becoming ice cream. Like I summoned her pleasure to be released on me. As she dawns on saying my name, I attack on her titties. As she tightens around my stone, doctoring her journey on when I strike her backside like Mewtwo, evolving our physical connection into something spiritual. Like spinning around this room into different positions, freeze us. I mean, this is only the start of something new, a bizarre adventure of catching her joy with my balls until I master her salvation. She knows I'm from Jersey, so her wetness is a symbol of a lituation. As a team of rockets penetrate her, I know how to work with squirtles, starting out with bubbles until the beam becomes a water gun. Then I start surfing the fire deep inside her growl, licks my ear, almost like she was Persian. but her kitty will face an Arkham 9 that will make her flame burst repeatedly until I finish dripping my ether antidote into her body to the point of no return and she can no longer move. I mean, this is only a part of the reason why I watch anime. Thank you.
Boy, no cap. Like if I took this cap off, you'll still be locked and loaded like me. Let's go. God damn. I think I'm starting to like anime too, y'all. This is the reason why I need to learn how to watch anime. But now, let's keep this thing on rolling. That piece right there, y'all. I'm going to have to run that one back. I'm finna write down the names that he was talking about he was watching, and I'm finna go pick up some of these tricks. You heard? Versatile Vix. Let's go. Yo.
Whoa.
Woo-wee. Let's get hot in here. Hey.
Right.
Whoa.
How does one follow that?
How does one follow that? Like you about to come on in the room. You know what I'm saying? That's how one follow that. You know what I mean? So what's the second piece you're giving us tonight?
This second piece is a pussy personification piece in the style of Bridgerton, which is a historical drama period type piece, and it's called
I love this piece, y'all.
Lady Fleur-de-Lis.
Lady Fleur-de-Lis. Let me get out of here so the lady can speak.
Dearest Lady Fleur-de-Lis, the social season of summer has come upon us, and I think it's time we have a proper discussion. I understand that we have been on a mission to secure a suitor, but you have been encouraging me to court cunts, causing me to appear the most undignified. Although there have been some honorable mentions, most prospects have confused your thoughts. With a muddled mind, you've been swooning over unworthy spinsters, plummeting to unthinkable depths between their thighs. And yet I am trying to have my legs shackled, find a diamond of the first water. But you have other things in mind. I have an advantageous way with words, and you hold a highly sought-after invitation. Your grasp is known to keep those who tread your waters absorbed. Lovers leave you with a gustatory memory that fails to fade for hours and even days. This makes you high in the instep. However, you must remain grounded. If we could just align, we would be more proficient in our act of desire. I'd like to remain chaste until the right one comes along, but you would rather frolic hastily amongst those with no virtue, merely knowing their surface and not the depths of their soul. My lady, I give you high praise for your taste, but I am displeased in your selfish indulgence. Pray tell, are you able to cease longing for pianoforte fingerings and compulsive compilation that have you dicked in the knob? You are not a bird of paradise. On this day, I ask that you remain smilt. Control your yearn. After all, you know what they say. The brighter a lady shines, the faster she may burn. Peace.
Boy, on my mama, that's the dope shit you can only get on the corner, baby. Believe that. Hey, man, y'all heard the flip up. Did you hear how the English accent stepped on in the room? Yo, what a freaking piece. Y'all already know we got a P.P.C commercial break before we head to our next guest. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap, tap, tap in. Yo, so make sure that y'all tap on in, man. We also got them 420. It's almost 420. Don't act like you don't want your body to feel like your mind be feeling. So make sure that you tap in with Coastal Sunflower Body Scrubs. And hell yeah, she my partner. So yes, it's the dopest shit you ever gonna find. So make sure that y'all tap in. Let's go, Arrows. He's another dope mother sucker. Woo.
I mean, look, you mad dope. I'm just here. I'm trying to be like y'all want to grow up.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to push this stuff in my vein if it went for y'all. So I appreciate y'all giving me them straight injections, man. This y'all coming with some fire tonight. So what's the second piece you giving us?
We gonna play a little Mario Party, you know.
I do play Mario Kart. Let's crash.
Let's crash is crazy work. Let's have a party like Mario and Peach, except the quest and events we're completing are to collect talismans instead of coins, because I'm fitting to knock the stars out your box. Let's go with the talisman of the snake, creating invisible fingers caressing every inch of your skin, making your bonds tingle, because I want to snake my tongue along your body, finding massive emerald shards of pleasures, building up the anticipation for my colossal titan to attack your wall, Maria, and trust my tongue is better than Orochimaru's, while being stronger than a rose. This isn't alchemy. It's the chemistry sparked within our spirits, and I'm just a doctor to free you from being drier than stone. Let me put my pseudo-voodoo down your throat so you can receive my kids with your tonsils, catching them like Pokemon as we evolved like Digimon from primitive hunter tactics, taking stances like Beast when I slay the demons within your yoni, making beats on your cheeks like we were the gods in high school. Mi amor. You ain't gotta wait till the next episode like in DBZ, because in one punch, man, you fitting to be creaming ecstasy easy. Oh, damn it. Don't tell me that you've already come. I guess I'll dissolve the genjutsu and put the sheep talisman back before Master gets mad. I hope to play with you in your dreams again. Arigato.
Oh, wait, that was so good, man. Just want to touch myself. I'm about to go give Barbie a visit later so we can have some baby dolls, y'all. Oh. Yeah, the baby dolls is coming. I'm talking about they coming bike to bike. Do y'all hear what's going on in this room tonight? Toxic. I mean, let's bring up our next again. I mean, another toxic is coming. Marielle, let's go. Where you at, King?
I'm right here. I didn't even know I was coming up. Oh shit.
It's all right. It's all right. So, what's the names? Can you say your name? Because I don't think I asked. What are you, AKA?
AKA Drip Kage.
Drip Kage. See, I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Probably because it got never mind. But I can say that word right there. Hey, so with that being said, y'all know when I say with that being said, what's the second piece you're giving us?
Let's go. All right, so this one's called Hentai. If you know, you know.
Hentai. I know how to tell.
To the woman that think I fuck weird. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I'm into cosplay, probably because I watch too much hentai. My jutsus determine how my tongue moves. 100% in you like Deku or full power Goku, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates after I eat that dragon fruit. I see it's the student versus the master as we role play, cosplay, and it's not daddy, it's yes, sensei. Or I want to make a porn watching anime and test your fate as you ride this snake way. And I'm gonna show you different ways to this sword play. See, I'm gonna be in you like a nerd into Toonami, and it's not gonna be funny when I come to that planet and destroy that monkey. Sucking out your tail beaks like I was a Koski, have you busting over and over like it is an Nami. Change the strokes up like Izanagi. Get inside you, stab you repeatedly like Tsukiyomi. Then I'm gonna smack your ass like Baki, open your 8 gates like Rock Lee. Then now your pussy looking at me like fight me. And then you hear round 3, and then you fight me. Well, I'm on my errand shit. That's this Titan attack. Swallow your kitty cat, then bit 5 fingers to your ass like Big Bang Attack. Then I'm gonna turn into a great ape, causing the earth to shake, power up in you just to make your legs shake. Then I'm gonna step to this demon and then get your soul ate. Then I'm gonna hit you with that foundation of youth. Like I unlocked your 8th gate. I mean, it's your fate. Like Cordo de Kotoro. Oh yeah, the subtitles was translated. This Big Bang pulsate, making your breath / tape. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what it means to have your pound cake. So you think I fuck weird because I watched anime? Oh no, that's your big mistake. Cause see, my ultimate move is dick 'em down, activate, and now your pussy wet, soul possessed. We on round 3, and yet I'm not done yet. Now I'm pounding in your ear, growling, got your pussy meowing, saying, "Broly, this nigga wildin'." Oh, I'm on my anime point, and you was warned. Sad thing is, this is even my final form. Like Nani. Yeah, I'm a Hashira here ready to slay that pussy like breathing style technique. Water form 3, uncontrollable tsunami. Woman, never underestimate me, because see, I be in your top 3, because this dick got God key. See, I'm a blur that gets shit spicy, so go ahead. Try me.
See, Keynote's gonna tell you I'm just her co-host. But coming from the host with the most, baby, that was fire. Just like that shit I be smoking. Let's go. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to give myself a whole class in anime. They getting it in on this guy tonight. Ghost, let's go. Yeah, the comments is off the chain. Hold up. He said, let me finish this right here. That thing that was too strong. Hold up. Let me.
He said this dick got God key. God damn.
I'm gotta tell you, bro. Hey, what was the activated move? I'm telling you, the move activated was like, yo, wait a minute. I told you, a pen like no other, man. That's why we drip, though. This is exactly why we drip. Woo!
It's over 9,000. It's over 9,000. That's for my anime lovers. It's over 9,000. Woo! Shit. You know what? I got a Dragon Ball poem too, but it's not nasty, so I'm gonna drop my staccato real quick and get into the poem. All right.
Hey man, you ain't gotta get nasty. Be you. You know what I'm saying? We might need to do a cleanup on aisle 2, 5, and 7. You know, they're skipping aisles. We might need to do a cleanup. So if you need to do something light, then stay in your zone. Be you.
I wouldn't be me if I wasn't a little nasty, though. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that part.
Well, facts on that. With that being said, let me get up out of here. The red flags need to be flying. These 3 went back to back. Did y'all just hear what happened?
It was bad in here, but let me switch it up. Goku was all I ever strived for. Cruising the world with my Nimbus, eating till my stomach exploded. Pure golden heart. But life forced me to be a Vegeta. Crowned a prince, but oppressed by white overlords with Napoleon complexes doomed to be called monkeys. Pride took center stage, descending from super elite scholars and warriors with advanced technologies and innate desire to achieve strength through the sheer grace of battle and love. Deprived by the oppressive nature of my tribe, not understanding what their lives mean because somebody's selling us the lies. That intelligence is foreign and violence is all that we strive to reach. Lives stripped away swiftly out of false representations of honor, instead of seeking to obliterate those that fear us for all we bring. Self-hatred is engraved at a young age, and when all of us break free of the pain and fuss, we automatically view them as an enemy, especially because we were convinced that we were the ones that were dangerous. Nostalgic dreams become reality. I can't tell if Dragon Ball Z is real or taunting me. Rendering characters that reflect in parables, scribing our sagas in real time. Trusting fantasy that causes unnecessary shadow work, when all I wanted to do was share my energy with those around me. Well, here I go thinking that how rad it is to raise my hands and share my energy, when in truth I'm being shown how I compete with my kind, not realizing that I'm brash and beat by the system chasing Kakarot's that look like me. Super Saiyan seems to save my sanity, but it only forces my imposter syndrome to manifest through anger, thinking my ascension would allow me to defeat my white masters, only for it to become the very passion that kills me, for my enemies secretly becomes my rivals that I'll never stop fighting. The system frees us, and now instead of fighting to free us, we beat us because we can't get over how long they've been able to let this shit defeat us. Now I'm appease and freeze us by helping them take conquest of other lands and further enslaving my people and their identity. Falling victim to their conquest mindset, believing that wearing their suits will allow them to see me as more than the slaves they portray me to be, forever draining my life, my dignity, and my key. Giving into this narrative that my race isn't destined for more than the eternal enslavement by the same small-minded creature who can't get the idea that we might be more than they ever could be. So my planet is overrun by a force of alien monstrosities that dictate my fate through redlining and scouting our creativity and hiding the inside the lines of poverty, only for it to steal my intellectual property and slap it onto their technology and call it their own. Sitting in disdain caused by self-hate and berate, sitting in disdain caused by self-hate and berate each other, all the while continuing to fall victim into this massive adversity as we continue to become oppressed by simple requests of overindulgence of the possibility that giving our white overlords their way could save us from this horrible fate. Sadly, we're just seen as rampant apes, getting ready to lose it all because we've been conditioned to believe that we are nothing but the monsters in the pale blue moon night that need to be controlled by some small white alien who inherited his wealth through his daddy. Except this time there isn't a set of magical Dragon Balls that's going to help us wish away this pain, this tyranny. Super Saiyan dreams. Watching my reality through passive projections, portraying men clashing knuckles to defeat their limits and overcome oppression, only for it to make me realize I'm aspiring to escape from this real nightmare. Sincerely.
Ooh-wee, boy, you can't get no real power without the outlet. Thank you for being a source. No cap, man. We went from one head to another. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, I love these guys right here. Before we go ahead and close this show out, you know, it's time for church announcements. Tuesday, that's coming up. Make sure that y'all tap in on the cafeteria, aka the clubhouse. You know what I mean? That's what we go eat for Missing Link. Y'all know I always mess up the time. I think it starts at 11 EST, hosted by our very own AK. Yo, they help you finish the pieces. Make sure you bring your unfinished pieces in the room. You get ideas. You get pieces. If you got some stuff in the middle that ain't coming together, they help you kind of put everything together. It's a dope vibe and a dope space. On Saturday, make sure y'all check out my brother himself, MBK. That's Mr. Paul Cram with Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. You know what I mean? We got some fire coming all week long, so y'all make sure we keep poetry going. It is Poetry Month, and it's all about us. So let's do it. With that being said, let's go ahead and close this thing on out. Okay. Did I ask you your AKA?
No, I don't think
What's
so.
your AKA? What's your AKA?
Let me my AKA other than King Kai, reference King, I'm Senpai, I'm the man with the mask, I'm Mr. Put the Pussy in the Bag. I got names for days. The Dragon, the Mr. Small Body,
I was looking for Senpai because that's who you is on the show tonight. But I love the lineup. He just gave y'all. He went in his bag and pulled out the names for y'all with the hammer. So absolutely amazing job tonight, everybody. Man, how you closing us out tonight, King?
I'm gonna close y'all out with a new piece. Something new. Part 2.
No.
And so yeah.
All right, well, let's get part 2 because part 1 was the boom. So let's go.
On nights when the moonlight bounces off the wall to illuminate just her face, she would lean in and whisper, "Why do you watch anime before we fuck?" Well, round 1 begins when I get a Pikachu. Catching all them angles before I show you I be master. Starting a great journey. I got my balls, got my cap. I stay strapped. Only busting out my moves when I'm ready to glaze you with my Pillsbury pomade. I mean, I'll have you doing downward dog and still feeling sideways when I seismic toss your insides with my tongue. I'm hungry. I'll be munchlax to your snorlax, meaning I'm eating to your snoring. Don't want you coming continuously to constitute boring. I mean, I just choose the electricity coursing through your skin to fill me up, shocking and enlightening when the mask me in thunder, your ooze. But wait, let me slither kisses up your thighs, leaving hickeys as curse marks to awaken the depths of your chakra, licking the peaks of your heavens, an ultimate ninja jitsu just to stimulate what heaven sent you. I mean, you are about to get steak and bites. So call me Orochimaru. I mean, nah, never mind. Call me Asura. I'm the king of wizards, but never needed magic to get you activated. You know, I summoned the wind spirited in your gut to be released as moons. That's a war crime, calling for a bone. We mixed ourselves like Nina and Tucker. I mean, dog and Nina. Merge, girl, see? You're getting tuckered out. See how I'm alchemist? Feeding our greed, gluttony, lust, and wrath. But before we sloughed around, I envy how your body becomes my pride, my home, my rock with a dark place. It will be exercised or exercised, and I'm demon slaying tonight. I got my rope slapping against your thigh, scaling the outer ridges of your hills and valleys. I mean, with my fingers, I just love when I get the chance to reach your peaks. Your body, a mountain, your mind, Everest. When God was making you, I wonder if he ever got to rest, because your perfection tipped the scales to the universe, pop me out to balance you out. I mean, I'm giving law to your order, control within your borders. I'm stretching you in 70 positions in 70 minutes. Yogis doing yoga into Karma Sutra to awaken the Kundalini dormant in your spine. I mean, to realign your chakras, you would think we'd be fighting Goku. But after our little Shavasana, we will go into round 2. And I'll save that for next time when I'm charged enough ink to burst on your pages. Thank you.
I just came on here to tell you was a bad mother. Hush your mouth. You know kids be watching the show. What, man? You ruined all the fun. I was gonna say mother sucker. Dang. Yo, what a phenomenal show tonight, y'all. Thank you for all the stars that's in the comments, baby. Y'all making it shine in here so bright tonight, and I appreciate y'all. P.P.C. appreciate y'all. Y'all already know my saying. Make sure you wake up with gratitude so it shows in your altitude so you can reach those altitudes. And we out. Peace. Yeah, man, so we made it to the end of another tremendously dope show. Y'all already know Key-notez gonna be thanking y'all tomorrow with her little foo-foo praise dance. Y'all know that's what she praised everybody for tapping on in. You know I go to church too. Like, hey, man, we made it through another show, man, and I'd like to thank my damn self for being the host with the most, the mother sucker that I am. Yeah, you heard it, I was a bad mother sucker, and I'm out. Let's go.